ẹ ṣeun gan sà.
Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lásìkò yìí o, mo kí gbogbo yín àtàwọn tó ń gbé ilé ní orílẹ̀ Oòduà àtàwọn tó ń gbé oríṣiríṣi ìlú mìíràn káàkiri ayé, orílẹ̀-èdè mìíràn káàkiri ayé. Mo kí gbogbo yín o, ẹ kú ìwòye o, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o, ẹ kú ìtọ́jú àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tó wà nílé yín wọ̀nyẹn. Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú yín, Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú àwọn náà o. Ẹ̀yin wá òdì púpọ̀ jù mọ́ o, àwa Yorùbá Ọlọ́run lágbára púpọ̀. Bá lẹ́ni tó sọ pé a lè débi tá a dé yìí even 5 months ago, 4 months ago, màá ní ara òyìn ti yá, ọgbọ́n wo la fẹ́ dá? Ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ló ní gbogbo ọgbọ́n. We are grateful to God. Mo kí yín, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o.
Ẹ ṣeun gan dádì, àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, ojú òkú ní tì í ní agbára ti Ọlọ́run. Báyìí ọmọ ọmọ Yorùbá, bàbá Ògúnríbí ló ṣe tí ń gbọ́ wa báyìí. Kò burú, wọn ò tí ì máa gbọ́, ẹ máa bá a ṣe ọ́díò yín lọ. Kò burú, gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀wọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ kan. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe tí ń gbọ́ wa báyìí. Ẹ tí ì gbọ́ wa, okay. Ọ̀wọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ kan ń lọ lórí ayélujára ní láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ bíi mélòó kan. Bọ́n torí nǹkan tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí yẹn àfẹ́ dà yín láàmú. Nígbà táwa béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn tó dúró tì wọ́n ní ara bàbá le dáadáa. Bàbá látìgbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀, bàbá wọn ò fi ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá sílẹ̀. Wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ tọ̀sán tòru náà ni bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ń kí bàbá going náà nìyẹn. Láwa ní òkè, kò burú kí a gbé yín wá kí ẹ wá ṣàlàyé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ṣẹ̀ríà ni bàbá. Àti rí nǹkan tí ẹ̀kọ́ átíkù tí ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn gùn tó jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ ọ̀wọ́n màmá wa míì wọ́n á sọ wípé ṣé bàbá ló kọ́? Ní bàbá ló kúkú kọ́. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tọ́rọ̀ ṣẹ̀ríà ìdán dẹ̀ jáde ni bàbá kọ́, ṣùgbọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́ wọn nítorí pé ẹnu oníkàn láti ń gbọ́ pọ̀n. Ẹ má bínú pé mo pòwe níwájú yín bàbá mi. Ọ̀rọ̀ ṣẹ̀ríà ǹjẹ́ ó possible nílẹ̀ Yorùbá bàbá mi?
Ǹjẹ́ a lè mú ọkàn àgùntàn ká wá fi sọ́kàn ọmọ ènìyàn ká ló possible? Kò lè ṣeé ṣe. Ká lọ ṣe operation ká yọ ọkàn ọmọ ènìyàn ká wá fi dípò ká fi wá ti ewúrẹ́ àbí àgùntàn ká wá fi dípò ẹ̀. Ṣé ó lè ṣeé ṣe? Àwọn tó ń ṣe Sharia, they are a particular kind of country. We are a different kind of country. Àwa Yorùbá kì í ṣerú wọn rárá. Ẹni tó bá ń gbọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó ti ń lọ láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ kan àbọ̀ tí wọ́n ti gbé lẹ́tà Sultan of Sokoto wá pé dáadáa àwọn ẹ̀yin Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe kí ló dé tán fẹ́ dá Sharia sílẹ̀ lẹ́kìtì tẹ́ ò gbà, kí ló dé tán fẹ́ dá Sharia sílẹ̀ ní Ọ̀yọ́ state tẹ́ ò gbà, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbà ní nǹkan tí Sultan sọ nìyẹn. It's funny. But on the other hand, it is not funny. Àwọn Fúlàní, they have resolved to themselves pé wọ́n máa conquer gbogbo àwa tá a kì í ṣe Fúlàní ní Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n máa lé wa kúrò lórí ilẹ̀ wa. Àwọn tí ò bá ṣe lé kúrò wọ́n máa exterminate wọn pátápátá. Gbogbo Nàìjíríà wá di Fúlàní land. Wọ́n á wá pé gbogbo Fúlàní tó wà ní West Africa, Central Africa ẹ máa bọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. Ìlú tó Ọlọ́run fún yín lélẹ́yìí. Lórílẹ̀-èdè tara yín láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé náà Ọlọ́run ti wá fún yín ẹ máa bọ̀. Nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ń pààyàn nílẹ̀ wa láti 2015. 10 full years now. According to àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n ṣe research. Wọ́n ní àwọn èèyàn tán ti pa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá between 2015 àti ìgbà tí Buhari kúrò lórí ìjọba lọ́dún mẹ́jọ tí Buhari fi ṣèjọba. Wọ́n ní wọ́n ti pa 29,000 Yorùbá people. 29,000 Yorùbá people. Nígbà tí wọ́n kọ́ wá gbé statistics yẹn wá bá mi, mo ní can this be true? But very quickly mo wá gbà pé ó ń láti true lóòótọ́. Kí ni nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí n wá gbà pé ó ń láti true? Àwọn the National Bureau of Statistics, the Federal Nigerian Government Bureau of Statistics, ó publish some statistics ní December tó lọ yìí lóṣù kejì síbí. Nínú ẹ̀ wọ́n sọ pé àwọn Fúlàní àtàwọn allies wọn terrorists wọn tó ń kó káàkiri wọ́n ti pa 614,000 people ní Nàìjíríà. 614,000. And that nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n ti pa 15,000. Of the 614,000, 15,697 ló jẹ́ Yorùbá, almost 16,000. But wọ́n rí pé gbogbo yẹn nǹkan méjì ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Èkíní kò dàbí pé ó move àwa Yorùbá, kò dàbí we are too strong a nation to be shaken by that. Secondly, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, àwọn ọmọ wa, àwọn ọmọkùnrin wa, àwọn náà ti wá ó ti wá mọ́ wọn lára wípé kán múra kán kó àwọn jọ ládùúgbò wọn ní fíléèjì wọn láti lọ pàdé àwọn Fúlàní nínú igbó kán lé wọn kúrò. Kán lé wọn kúrò ládùúgbò oko bàbá wọn. So àwọn Fúlàní wá rí wípé ọ̀rọ̀ tí Yorùbá yóò ní ṣe é ṣe. A tún ní nǹkan mìíràn tá a lè gbé wọ bẹ̀. A tún ní nǹkan mìíràn tá a lè gbé wọ bẹ̀ láti fi da Yorùbá rú, láti fi dà wọ́n lédè yìí tó máa ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún wa láti lè kọ́ńkà ilẹ̀ wọn. Kí ni nǹkan náà? Àwọn Mùsùlùmí pọ̀ sílùú wọn. Àwọn Ìgbò ní Mùsùlùmí bíi tiwa, àwọn Ìjọ ní Mùsùlùmí bíi tiwa, àwa Yorùbá ní Mùsùlùmí tó pọ̀. Nílẹ̀ tiwa kò sí discrimination about religion. Ìwọ lè máa ṣe pastor, ọmọ ìyá ẹ̀ tán bí tẹ̀lé ẹ gangan kó máa ṣe imam, uncle yín kó máa jẹ́ òun lé olórìṣà ládùúgbò, kó jẹ́ babaláwo fá. Àwa Yorùbá a ò kà sí nǹkan burúkú kankan. We are a family-oriented nation, and so we don't discriminate against our brothers and sisters and so on who believe in different religions. So Muslims pọ̀ nílẹ̀ wa dáadáa. Àwọn wá rò wípé ọ̀rọ̀ pé ká pa wọ́n ká ṣe èyí, àwọn náà ń pa wá náà. Àwọn Fúlàní tó ń pa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Ó túbọ̀ wá ń pọ̀ sí ní báyìí. Láyé àtijọ́ wọn ni wọ́n ti pa èèyàn bí ogún lọ́kọ̀ òbí kan. Wọ́n ní wọ́n ti pa nígbà tí Fúlàní ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pààyàn lábẹ́ Buhari. Wọ́n ní wọ́n ti pààyàn 8 ní ọkọ̀ òbí kan. Lọ́nà ọkọ̀ òbí kan báyìí wọ́n ti rẹ́pù àwọn obìnrin kan bí 10 kìíní kan and so on. But ó ti wá ń dé stage báyìí wípé àwọn Fúlàní wá wọ́n pàdé ọmọ kan lọ́nà wọ́n pa. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ìyókù kórajọ wọ́n wá àwọn Fúlàní lọ. Wọ́n lọ bá wọn nú igbó, wọ́n dẹ̀ pa púpọ̀ náà lára wọn. Ó ti wá ń dàbí wípé àwọn Fúlàní tó ń kú nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ti wá ń fẹ́ máa pọ̀ díẹ̀. Àwa kọ́ là ń wá wọn lọ, àwọn ló wá sí ìlú tiwa láti wá pa wá. But àwọn ọmọ wa ti wá ń dọ́gbọ́n, wọ́n ti ń dàgbà sí, ó ti yé wọn sí how to fight back, and they are fighting back and gradually taking the upper hand now. So làwọn Fúlàní ṣe wá ronú sí pé a sì ní kí ní ìtàfilẹ̀ dàwọ́n rù. Mùsùlùmí pọ̀ láàrin wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ á sọ pé kán dá Sharia sílẹ̀. Àwọn Mùsùlùmí wọn yá dìde wọ́n support of Sharia. Yẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá wá dàrú gan because àwọn Christian àtàwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe wá oppose àdìjọgbọ̀n ìlú pé àwa dá rẹ́kẹrẹ́kẹ́. Àwọn Yorùbá ò ní rójú ráyè gbọ́rọ̀ tiwa mọ́ àwa lè máa fi yẹn subdue wọn ká kọ́ńkà wọn nǹkan tó ń gbé Sharia wá ṣe nìyẹn. It is not a religious agenda at all. It's an entirely political agenda. Ńgbà tán dẹ̀ sọ ọ́ tán rí wípé kò lọ pé àwọn tó ń dáhùn tán ṣépè fáwọn tó ní wọ́n máa gbé Sharia wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn mùsùlùmí wa gan ló pọ̀ jù lára wọn. Èèyàn ò wá jẹ́ kó yé wọn. So ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà àwọn táǹtì kọ́kọ́ ṣàkọ wípé yes Sharia máa wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà wọ́n ti wá bẹ̀ sí tóònù ọ̀rọ̀ dáhùn wípé ara yín náà sì ni wá ààrẹ kì í ṣe ara wa tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ṣì gbọ́ ẹ̀yin lẹ ṣì gbé. Àwọn Fúlàní bá pè yín sí kọ̀rọ̀ tán fún yín lówó díẹ̀ pé ẹ wá lọ pariwo nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ gbà lọ sékìtì kẹ́ lọ sọ fún wọn pé a ti dá Sharia sílẹ̀ lẹ́kìtì ní Ọ̀yọ́ state ní Ògùn state Lagos state owó lẹ́yìn wò wo the consequence of what you are buying. Ẹ gba owó ẹ wálé o. Délé ajá tó forí kó ìgbẹ́ ẹ wá dàbí ajá tó forí kó ìgbẹ́. Àwọn èèyàn yín wálé yín jáde pé wàá máa gbé Sharia wá síbi àtọ́ba àtìjòyè àtọmọdé àtàgbà àtọkùnrin àtobìnrin kálukú sọ pé rárá kò sí Sharia bí àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń sọ rárá kò sí pé Sharia ò lè wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá láéláé. Most of them Muslim ni wọ́n. Ní àwọn àgbààgbà Muslim kan wá pè pàdé tẹ́ bá gbọ́ burúkú tán sọ ń bẹ̀. Pé ṣé èèyàn á ṣe wèrè títí Ọlọ́run á gbé Sharia wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àwọn Muslim leaders ló ń béèrè bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn nípàdé wọn ò pẹ́. Ṣé àwa ò mọ̀ pé ó possible pé láàárín wa pé a lè rí wèrè tó máa ronú débẹ̀ yẹn pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ á gbé Sharia wálé sílẹ̀ Yorùbá. So ó ti wá bu mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ ó ti bu mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ pátápátá. And so now essentially the war over Sharia that in láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ bíi mẹ́ta ó ti come to an end. The Yoruba people have made it absolutely clear that ẹnìkan kan wà lè gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Sharia wá sílẹ̀ wa. So the Fulani are losing at both ends. They are losing the war in the forest. So jẹ́ àwọn ló ń provoke fighting in the forest. They are losing it now. Àwọn náà ló tún gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Sharia wá. They are losing it now. Eléyìí tó kàn wá dùn yàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé Sultan of Sokoto àwa máa ń keep at announced length. We really don't talk about it. We are a people who have a lot of respect for our own Obas. We have a lot of respect for our own Obas are the fathers of our own Yoruba nation. Therefore, when we know that the Sultan is the leader, the father of the Fulani nation in Nigeria, we respect him as such. But people who are collectors who are wípé òun ní right láti dictate sí wa. How do you Yoruba people dare? That is reject the Sharia, and Sharia is going to come to your land. And that is what the long bó ṣe tọ́ bó ṣe yẹ. Lẹ́tà tí mo send sí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú yín ẹ̀tọ́ tó yẹ ká bó ṣe yẹ ká dáhùn láti dáhùn yẹn. The Sultan is grossly mistaken in a number of things. One, he is not our father. The father of the Fulani. Àwa ní bàbá tiwa. traditional rulers it was our Obas. And the highest of the two are the Oni of Ife and the Alaafin of Oyo. Àmọ́ bàbá tiwa. So ẹnìkan kan ò lè wá sọ pé òun dictate anything sí wa. It's extremely presumptuous of the Sultan to say pé dictate wọ́n gbé nǹkan wá sí ìlú yẹn lẹ́ọ̀gbà. Now you must take it because I say so. No, he has no right to say that. He has no right to say that to us. Another thing is pé Sultan Omo wípé pé àwọn Fúlàní òun àwọn èèyàn Fúlàní bọ́n ṣe ń wá sílẹ̀ wa láti 2015 tán pààyàn tán rèpò obìnrin tán kidnap èèyàn tán ṣe. Most of the people are affected, according to available statistics. Most of the people who have suffered from the Fulani atrocities are Fulani Yoruba people. Yoruba Fulani people are more in number than non-Fulani Yoruba people among those who have suffered in Yoruba land. That is mostly why, because mostly the reason for that is that most of the attacks in Yoruba land have been in the area see àwọn Muslims support you. The area Ọ̀pá Ògùn, area Kwara, area Kogi, and so on and so forth. Parts of other parts of Oyo State, certain parts of Ogun State. So therefore, àwọn Muslims ló pọ̀ jù bí àwọn ni farmers tí àwọn Fúlàní ti destroy oko wọn, tán ti lé kúrò lórí oko, tán ti sọ dẹnu arinlẹ̀. Ìwọ tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ Fúlàní, father of the Fulani, open your mouth at any time and say to your Fulani people, ẹ má àwọn Fulani, àwọn Muslim wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ má ṣe wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, kò dáa bẹ́ẹ̀. Now you recognize yourself as father of the Yoruba Muslims. You cannot have it that way. It's not possible. The Yoruba people are not idiots. And that's why now there are more Muslims than non-Muslims condemning the attempt to bring Sharia to Yoruba land. But you're getting
Daddy, ẹ ṣeun gan sà, ọjọ́ yẹn á túbọ̀ dálé, ẹ pẹ́ fún wa ní agbára ti Ọlọ́run. Ẹ gbọ́ fídíò Donald Trump yìí, kẹ́ bá wa wò bóyá nǹkan tó sọ bóyá tòótọ́ ni, bóyá bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí nìyẹn, ẹ máa gbọ́.
The truth is plain to see. If you want freedom, take pride in your country. If you want democracy, hold on to your sovereignty. And if you want peace, love your nation. Wise leaders always put the good of their own people and their own country first. The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots. The future belongs to sovereign and independent nations who protect their citizens, respect their neighbors, and honor the differences that make each country special and unique.
Wow. If we had paid him a bribe of trillions of dollars, it could not say it better. Yeah, he could. There is nothing that he should say that he didn't say in that little clip. Yeah, the world doesn't belong to globalists. Nigeria, what is Nigeria? A large territory containing a large number of different peoples. The people who are saying Nigeria are globalists, people who have no orientation, who have no love for their own culture, their own parents, their own history, who want to say Nigeria, and so on. Ìjọ kan náà wà tí irú àwọn ìta la fẹ́ràn Nàìjíríà ń gbà tí ọmọdé sì jọ ọmọdé gbà tó ojú fi wà lẹ́kùn táwọn náà ń sá káàkiri fún Nàìjíríà but téèyàn bá dàgbà tó bá mọ̀ wípé ìkíní tí òun gbé gẹ̀gẹ̀gẹ̀ láti jọ́ lọ́mọdé yẹn kò mọ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó máa yàtọ̀. Èèyàn máa ń bìtẹ́, èèyàn máa ń let go ni, èèyàn máa ń let go ni. Kò sí ọmọ Yorùbá, no matter how old you are nílẹ̀ Yorùbá today, tí ò mọ̀ wípé Nigeria is destroying the Yoruba nation, is destroying many other nations. Yeah, it's destroying everything of value in the lives of a lot of people. But it is more fashionable to talk one Nigeria than to talk of a Yoruba nation. Àwọn tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba nation, they are tribalists, they are secessionists, and that kind of trash. The future belongs to those who hold their own. It does not belong to the globalists. It doesn't. The future belongs to the Yoruba nation. What makes the Yoruba nation a great nation? The largest single nation on the African continent. The most educated people on the African continent. One of the most educated people in the world. Yeah. Kéèyàn ló ń gbé gbogbo yẹn sọnù kó lọ máa do nǹkan tí ò ní dí, àpọ̀n tí ò yọ. Nigeria is destroying everything. Lọ́sàn-án yìí mo gbọ́ kinní kan tó yà mí lẹ́nu. Láyé àtijọ́ táwọn ọmọdé bá ń ṣe ìdánwò West African School Certificate, serious matter nìyẹn. In every school, tó bá jẹ́ high school nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ṣùgbọ́n today every school ní Nigeria ló ní what they call exam magic center, examination magic center. Mo gbọ́ yẹn lọ́sàn-án yìí, ẹ̀rù bà mí. Examination magic center, kẹ́mọ̀ nǹkan tó jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn teacher tó bá jẹ́ mathematics ní examination àárọ̀ yìí, àwọn outside examiner tán kó paper wọ̀nyẹn wá àti àwọn teacher mathematics ní school yẹn, wọ́n á wá tilẹ̀kùn mọ́ra nídàájí, wọ́n á solve gbogbo problems tó wà nínú ibẹ̀ yẹn. Àwọn teacher á dẹ̀ ti sọ fún àwọn ọmọ pé wọ́n á pass ẹ̀ sí wọn, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gbowó lọ́wọ́ ìkọ̀ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọmọ. So wọ́n bá àwọn external examiner yẹn pín, àwọn ọmọ wọ̀nyẹn á lè wá copy nǹkan tó bá pass wọn, wọ́n á wá pass dáadáa. Wọ́n ní every school ló ní exam magic center. The teacher and the external examiner working together are the examination magic center. That's how Nigeria is destroying everything. The future. Yes, destroying the future in a vicious manner. Àwọn kan wá ní ká wá jókòó sínú ẹ̀. Kò sí. Kò ṣeé ṣe. Adéke ìjọba jọ ẹ̀yàn ọmọ kan ní governor of Central Bank. At the end of the day, ó ní kájọ kan máa mú òun. Òun rẹ́dì láti kó 4.1 trillion naira sílẹ̀ lára owó tó ń jí. 4.1 trillion naira. Òun rẹ́dì láti kó sílẹ̀ àti 6 new banks tó ń ṣẹ̀dá sílẹ̀. Àbá. Òun kàn ṣílẹ̀kùn fún àwọn tó ọ̀gá pátápátá tó ń ṣèjọba àjọ yẹn nígbà wọ̀nyẹn ni o. Pé kán wá máa kówó náà kán máa bá wọn kó lọ́wọ́. Àwọn ọmọ kan sọ pé trailer náà fi ń kó currency note jáde ní Central Bank lọ sí somewhere in the north. Trailer. And you want us to stay in that kind of country? àtúní okay ìkan lára wa tún lòun máa lọ ṣe president gbogbo wa sọ fún máa lọ ṣe kò sí nǹkan dáadáa ń bẹ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀rọ kò gbà Ọlọ́run ló kàn ọkàn orí ẹ̀ ṣe dáadáa ó ṣe orí presidency yẹn gbà but ó ń discover báyìí pé kò sí nǹkan kan dáadáa ń bẹ̀ o ojoojúmọ́ làwọn Fúlàní yá láṣọ tán sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ sí tán pé lórúkọ tán ṣépè fún ojoojúmọ́. He lives on tentacles. I don't know how he manages to sustain himself under that kind of barrage. I am not saying he's guiltless. All I am saying is that people can disagree with their ruler, with their president of their country. But you say, Fulani treaty Tinubu is unique in the world. Unique in barbarism. So, there's no doubt for the Yoruba people. No doubt conquer. We cannot stay in a country like Nigeria. And to this stage, Tinubu fẹ́ ṣe president ó ti ṣe lọ́dún méjì ó pọ̀ ọdún méjì sí ó ti dé stage tá gbọ́dọ̀ wá bẹ̀ sí sọ fún báyìí pé wo ẹ̀gbọ́n wa àbúrò wa ọmọ wa ọ̀gá wa brother jọ̀ọ́ take steps and break Nigeria up káwa lè máa lọ. Don't make the mistake that the leaders of Yugoslavia made. When they sustain country, that was much more neither. When they sustain and so on. In the end, they created the most bloody human conflict in the history of the modern world. In Nigeria and law. To save his own name in history. There was a man in Yugoslavia who was the leader, who was the most powerful political leader in Yugoslavia, who was the leader of the Serbs, the largest ethnic group in the country, who was the president of this and president of that, who said, kò sí Yugoslavia ò lè break up láéláé kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ tí Yugoslavia ra break up. Wọ́n ṣe ìpàdé wọ́n ṣe rárá kò gbà ó ní ìdá àwọn sáàbì kan sọ pé wọn ò fẹ́ wọn ò gbà. When the trouble then reached the breaking point wọ́n bẹ̀ sí para wọn. Try láti stop by mobilizing the Serbs and arming them to go and conquer the rest. And then generate crowds in the streets. And hundreds of thousands of people were dying in the streets. And look, come on, Srebrenica. Àwọn Serbs gathered most of the people of that town together in a camp. I just slaughtered all of them there. Ebete Tinubu Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó débẹ̀ o kí n má tẹ mi ò ní sọ burúkú sí but a sọ fún wípé kó jọ kó má gbé life ara ẹ̀ sírù yẹn. Nigeria is ready to break up. Let Nigeria break up. The Yoruba said they would want to go. We are the largest ethnic group. The Hausa are the second largest ethnic group. They said they want their own country now. The Igbo are another very large nation. They said they want their own country. In fact, they have been saying before us. Àwọn Ijaw are the fourth largest ethnic group. They said they want to go. Àwọn Middle Belt, àwọn tí ń ṣe pàdé, wọ́n ti ń ṣètò ara wọn. Wọ́n ti máa organize a new federation that will bear a new name, that will be a new country. So, Ngbàdé Tinubu bá sọ pé ó máa create more states, ó máa create 31 more states. so that there will be 67 states. Whom is he talking about? Whom does he want to create the states for? Àwọn èèyàn ní Nàìjíríà ti sú wọn, wọ́n ń lọ lé wọn, wọ́n lọ tọ́jú ara wọn. Ìwọ ló fẹ́ create state fún kíni? Àwọn kan ní jẹ́ ká restructure, ká ní region fún ta ni àwọn tó ní ilẹ̀ ní wọn ṣe mọ́. Àwa Yorùbá là ò ṣe mọ́. Àwọn Ìjọ làwọn ò ṣe mọ́. Àwọn Ìgbò làwọn ò ṣe mọ́. Àwọn Haúsá làwọn ò ṣe mọ́. Àwọn Middle Belt làwọn ò ṣe mọ́. So who are the people tẹ́ fẹ́ restructure? Tílẹ̀ bá mọ́ gbogbo wa là mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ mọ́. Òjò lè máa rọ̀, ó lè máa ṣe bàtà mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ ti mọ́. For the peoples of Nigeria, ilẹ̀ ti mọ́. The end to Nigeria has come. Tinubu has two choices to make. One, yield to the truth, the reality. Yield to the truth, the reality of the situation. Walk with the truth. Help the people, use your exalted position as the president of Nigeria to help the peoples of Nigeria to depart peacefully, so that once you too much don't hold on until we Nigerians begin to kill one another in large numbers. Ogun ló máa kẹ́yìn ọ̀rọ̀ Nigeria if you continue to hold on together. Ogun yẹn á dẹ̀ le tó jẹ́ pé there will be so much bloodshed and so much loss of lives. Èèwọ̀ láráyé máa blame o. Àfẹ́ kó gbéra ẹ̀ sí position táwọn fi máa blame ẹ̀. Bí ọmọ Yorùbá kan ló ń ṣe president gbà yẹn, ó sọ pé dandan àfi tóun bá ṣe second term, dandan àfi tóun bá ṣe president díẹ̀ sí. Ọmọ Yorùbá ló ń ṣe ń gbà yẹn. Wọ́n ní dárúkọ ẹ̀ sí burúkú o. Wọ́n ní dárúkọ ẹ̀ sí burúkú bàbá wa. Tó bá ti dójú ẹ̀, tí bàbá bá fẹ́ bẹ ọmọ ẹ̀ kékeré pé okun bàbá mi, yọ bàbá mi. Pẹ̀lẹ́, ará Èkìtì okun bàbá mi. Àwọn yòókù pẹ̀lẹ́ bàbá mi. Bàbá wa máa gbé ara ẹ̀ síbi tí wọ́n ti máa dárúkọ ẹ̀ láéláé sí burúkú. Bọ́n ṣe dárúkọ Slobodan Milosevic of Yugoslavia. Rárá, Nigeria, Yugoslavia will never break up. Ìgbà tí gbogbo ẹ̀ break up tán, táwọn èèyàn wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pariwo pé òun ló jẹ́ ká pa àwọn èèyàn wọn, ló jẹ́ ká the international community set up a criminal commission to try him, because ariwo táwọn èèyàn ń pa nípa ẹ̀ ó ti pọ̀ jù, wọ́n lè fi sílẹ̀. Ibi tí wọ́n ti ń try ẹ̀ wọ́n arrest ẹ̀, wọ́n gbé sí prison bẹ́ẹ̀ ló kù sí. Wọ́n tó ṣe kéèsì ẹ̀ tán. Died of heart attack in the prison. Jọ̀ọ́ bàbá wa Tinubu, má jẹ́ kí wẹ̀, Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí burúkú ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ o. We are not happy the way the Fulani are treating you. We can fight back, of course, but fighting back is not the answer. The answer is ìkálukú lọ ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Ìkálukú lọ ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. That's the answer. Ṣé láàrin gbogbo ilé tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, Sharia ni the next thing tí Yorùbá nation wá ní ìdìbà ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa, ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa. Àpò ráìsì tán rà ní 40,000 naira a few months ago, ó ti di 100,000 naira. Gas, bá a fẹ́ repo sí mọ́tò, ó ti di nǹkan tó ọmọdé ò lè rà sí mọ́tò mọ́. Life is being destroyed. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá onílé lọ́nà á wá jáde láàárọ̀. Onílé lọ́nà á wá jáde láàárọ̀ adúró síwájú ilé á máa fọgbọ́n bẹ̀bẹ̀ pé kóun lè rí ẹni tó máa fún un ní tọ́rọ́ kọ́bọ̀ kóun bá lè fíìdì fámìlì òun tóun fi sílẹ̀ sínú ilé. Ó ti tán. Bàbá wa ẹnìkankan ò ní right láti sọ pé àwọn máa sọ pé àwọn náà ṣe fún ẹ àwọn náà gbé president àwọn kọ́. Nigeria voted for you. You have a right to it. But àwa èèyàn à ní gbà pé kò di wọ́mọ títí tí orúkọ ẹ̀ á fi bàjẹ́ for the rest of time. Torúkọ Yorùbá nation náà fi bàjẹ́ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ à ní gbà o. The best thing is yọ bàbá báwo a ṣètò bá a ṣe máa pín kínní peacefully tó jẹ́ pé lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ a ṣètò máa ṣọ̀rẹ́ ara wa lọ. Ẹ ṣé o.
Ẹ ṣé dádì, ẹ kú àtàárọ̀, ẹ ṣeun gan sà, á dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, ojú òde ní tì yín. Mò ń bọ̀ dádì ẹjọ́ náà bínú. Báyìí ohun epo mi báyìí bàbá Ògúnríbidó ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi ní ìsìn? Àgbọ́ yín o kò jáde. Dádì tí Donald Trump lẹ gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn sà, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni Kẹ́mi Badmus ní ìlú yìí tóun náà wá ń sọ fún ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń sọ fún gbogbo àgbáyé. Ó dẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ tiẹ̀ sọ, kódà ó sọ wípé ti Nàìjíríà ṣe mọ̀ pé yẹn ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé òun ò bá Nàìjíríà tán, Yorùbá lòun bá tán. Ẹgbọ́n tán pé òun ò bá Nàìjíríà tán, òun ò rí fẹ́ relate mọ́ Nàìjíríà rárá, Yorùbá lòun bá tán. Ó dẹ̀ sọ reason tóun ò fi lè relate fún wọn. Ó ní wọ́n kó bàtà ẹ̀gbọ́n òun kó gbà tí wọ́n tọ́wọ́ wà ní Nàìjíríà. Alákọ̀rí kan ìyẹn wá ra bàtà ó lọ gbé sẹ́nu náà ẹ̀ wípé bàtà tó jí kó o ní Nàìjíríà o òun leléyìí. Now àwa ń dàpárá ń bìbà wípé ó ṣeé ṣe kó yẹ pọ̀ wọn ẹbí ẹni yẹn ló jí bàtà bọ̀dà Kẹ́mi kó, because kí ni reason tó fi máa lọ ra bàtà míì tó máa lọ kó fún pé bàtà ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tó jí kó jọ sí òun leléyìí.
Máa gbọ́ Jomo Kenyatta jọ́dún kan wá sí London àwọn kan wá ń jo tòmátò lù àtẹ̀yìn. BBC wá bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé kí ló rò nípa yẹn, ó ní there are mad people everywhere. There are mad people everywhere. So ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tí wọ́n ìbá gbé bàtà sẹ́nu ọ̀nà ilé ẹ̀ ìbá adúpẹ́ pé kò gbé ìbọn tó pé kò gbé bọ́ọ̀mù. There are mad people everywhere. Nǹkan tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé àwa Yorùbá we have good reason to be proud bí àbí ọmọ bíi ti Kẹ́mi. Bad enough. Baba Kẹ́mi and I were close, very close, until his last day. Ọ̀dọ̀ tó máa wọ́n mọ̀ wọ̀nyí torí wọ́n ti tètè lọ sí abroad. Bàbá wọn ti tètè kó wọn lọ abroad nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà dàbí pé kò ní í ṣeé ṣe. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà àwọn tó wà ní Amẹ́ríkà, tó wà ní Britain, tó wà ní Canada, tó wà ní Europe, tó wà káàkiri báyìí, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú wọn làwọn tí bàbá wọn tí parents wọn ti tètè ọ̀rọ̀ ìjáde pé bí ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe ń lọ, I don't want my children to grow up here. She is one of such children. And I'm sure that Father in the grave will be proud of her that she's speaking up the way she's speaking up now. Àwa tí a kì í ṣe biological parents yẹn, But parents here, we are very proud of her. She's a wonderful girl, and she's doing a good job. I will we pray that one day she will occupy a much higher position in the life of the United Kingdom, and she will give the beauty, the greatness of the Yoruba spirit and mind, the management of the affairs of that country. Yeah, we are proud of her. She's very wonderful.
Mi mọ̀ bóyá ẹ̀ ń gbọ́.
Low. I just go a bit louder.
The way our immigration system works. So I'm announcing Conservative Party is here to do the following things differently. If you want to stay in our country permanently and apply for a definite leave to remain, the time you have to live here before you apply will increase from 5 years to 10 years. 2, you will have to be a net contributor with a high enough salary, especially if you want to bring family members with you. And if you've got a criminal record, you're banned. 3, if you've claimed benefits or need social housing, you can't even apply. 4, we will increase the time before you can apply for a British passport from 12 months to 5 years, meaning it will take a minimum of 15 years to start an application. 5, if you enter this country illegally or outstay your visa.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ nínú ẹ̀sà àti gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá ń gbọ́ mi òun ni pé ní US wọ́n tighten up lórí immigration, wọ́n ní wọ́n kó àwọn èèyàn kan máa jáde. Ní UK they're going to start it very soon. Òun náà wọ́n ti tighten up. Nǹkan tó ń gbà lọ́dún 5 tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ó lọ́dún 10 ló máa gbà á tóun bá wọ ìjọba. Wọ́n tighten up lórí immigration wọn àti káàkiri. Àwọn èèyàn wá ń sọ wọ́n ní wọ́n ṣe wá ń ṣe báyìí kò jẹ́ kó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ló dáa kó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ń sọ fún wa ní wọ́n ní tónílé bá ń sọ wípé dádì tónílé bá ń sọ wípé ilẹ̀ ti ṣú, ilé tó lọ ló ń pa ló ń sọ fún òwe ló tó lọ ni. Wọ́n ń sọ fún àwa náà pé káwa náà lọ ṣe ìlú wa kó ṣe dáadáa káyé sá káàkiri. Dádì ẹ bá mi sọ fún ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ bá mi gbà wọ́n níyànjú wípé bí wọ́n bá ní kó jáde rálì kó jáde kó fi ẹ̀hónú wọn hàn ká ṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá dáadáa kọ́wọn tó wà nílé àwọn tó wà níta kó wọlé káyé sá kiri ayé. Àwọn míì sá káàkiri títí ẹ sọ fún wa ní gbogbo ìgbà tó sá tó wọnú kí ló ṣe ń pè inú òkun tó parẹ́ síbẹ̀ inú omi tó parẹ́ síbẹ̀. Àwọn míì rìn wọn ò débi tó ń lọ wọ́n kú sọ́nà lórí wípé wọ́n fẹ́ sá jáde ní Nàìjíríà. Kó dúró sínú ìlú tó bá ti pè wọ́n kó jáde kí gbogbo wọn jáde. Dáàdì ẹ bá wa fún wọn ní ìgbìyànjú ọ̀rọ̀ yànjú dẹ̀. Bàbá Ògúnríbidó ṣé voice ṣé a ti lè gbọ́ yín nísìnyí àbí ẹ sọ̀rọ̀?
Yeah, mo ti ń lo different devices.
A ti lè gbọ́ yín nísìnyí, okay. Dáàdì ẹ bá wa fún ọmọ Yorùbá nígbìyànjú lórí ìyẹn torí wọ́n ní nǹkan tí Kẹ́mi àti Trump tó sọ kò dáa.
Ẹ ṣé. At the end of the year 2015, I published a book in Tokyo, America. The title of the book is Coming Revolutions in Black Africa. Coming Revolutions in Black Africa. I was interpreting the manifest history of Africa and predicting what will happen. And one of the things I predicted is that a time is going to come when the outward surge of young Africans will, to the other parts of the world will stop. Either one, because the young people themselves resist and fight their governments back and say, we are not living. This is our country. We want our country to be good. We can stay here. Or because the people who are the owners of the country that they are rushing to will say, no, Don't come anymore. And as those of you who are here, come and go. I wrote that a time is coming when the outward surge of young African people, educated young African people, to other parts of the world will cease. I am not surprised that outside surge is about to cease now. The people whose countries we have been rushing to say, they now say, we don't want you in our land anymore. Go home. And let no more come. And we're reaching a point when the young people themselves are going to come back home and say, we are not going anywhere anymore. This is home. This place is going to become good enough for us. And I am happy that large numbers of Yoruba, bright young Yoruba men and women will come back and say, no. What, Nigeria? No, we want our own country. Because we want to build it and make it one of the best in the world. We have the capabilities. We Yoruba, we have the capabilities. We have the resources. So we don't want all these guys. Nigeria, no, we want our country now. We are back, and we are not going back anymore to anybody's country. We are going to stay here and take our country and build it into an envious nation in the world. A country of great admiration in the world. It is coming. And our duty is to help our young people as they are rushing back home to settle quickly so that they can take their country and begin to run the most fantastic program of development on the face of the earth. We Yoruba we can do it. We've done it before. We've done it before. Under Jifawara in the 1950s, we performed miracles on the African continent. We were the best managed area of Africa for that decade, the 1950s. So you have the heritage. Our young people who are being pushed to leave America and Britain and Canada and whatever and coming home, you have a great heritage. Yeah. Come back, take your country out of the messy destroyer called Nigeria and build your country. That's the go forward. That's the way forward. And I pray that God will grant you the good health, the common sense, and the dedication and courage to do what is good for your people forever. That's it. The time has come. That was a book I published in December 2015, January 2016. Coming Revolutions in Black Africa. That a time will come when the outward surge of African educated youths to other parts of the world will cease. Either because the people whose country they are going to say, we don't want you anymore in our country, or because the young people themselves dig their feet in the ground and say, this is our country, we are not going anywhere. And we are not begging you to do anything differently. We are demanding now that things be done differently. We are demanding now to take out for our country. We don't want our country to be part of Nigeria anymore. Yeah. The time is here, and it is a happy, happy day. Thank you.
àti dá yín dúró ó ti yéye. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ dáàdì, ìwé tí ẹ kọ yìí, ẹ bá wa summarize ẹ̀ in about 5 minutes fún ọmọ Yorùbá, torí àwọn èèyàn tí ń rà á, ó dẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ kù lọ́wọ́ wa. A fẹ́ kí wọ́n ra ìwé yìí. Ẹ bá wa summarize in 5 minutes pé kí nǹkan tó wà níbẹ̀, ìdí tó fi máa ra ìwé yìí tó important láti ra ìwé yìí, ẹ bá wa sọ fún wọn, fún ọmọ Yorùbá.
Ok, ìwé mo mọ̀ pé ìwé ńlá tó rí níjọ́sí ló ń sọ yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà.
The Yoruba nation.
The Yoruba people.
The Yoruba people. Profile of the foremost black nation. The Yoruba nation is the foremost black nation in the world. And it's a book that every Yoruba person should have as a special treasure in their homes. I wrote it for that purpose, to uphold the Yoruba nation forever. It's a book that will be read 1,000 years from now and people will still wonder, really? So these Yoruba people were this great? Yeah, it's a product of very diligent research that lasted for more than 9 years. You will see when you open that book that to write that book, I dug into hundreds of thousands of other books and articles and so on. And I did a lot of research. I put together a lot of oral tradition collection all over Yoruba land. I have presented in that book a treasure that every Yoruba man will admire, hold that in their hands and say, wow, praise God for this. That's what I wrote it for. It's available now. I think really people are saying that it's because I'm not home, they cannot launch it, and so on and so forth. So I guess the thing to do will be to find some arrangement to launch it. Even from now, I don't have to be there. It is your book. And then we can begin to sell it in earnest. The title is The Yoruba People, Profile of the Foremost Black Nation. The Yoruba People, colon, Profile of the Foremost Black Nation. I hope you will all buy it. That's that book. But the other book that I mentioned is a smaller book. It's my summary of what I was observing on the African country. And the title of it is Coming Revolutions in Black Africa. It was published in the United States early in 2016. Thank you.